Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm actually doing another post-acetazolamide update. So before I get into any more details, time for the intro. I just want to apologize for this video. The lighting is not going to be as good. My ring light decided it would die last week, and it's only working very occasionally. It doesn't seem to want to work with the cube at all anymore. So it's a USB into a cube, just like a iPhone charger is. And I think there's something wrong with the wire in the actual ring light. So please bear with me with the lighting in this video until I get my next ring light. It's already ordered and it should be on its way at this point. Getting into the topic though of today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about how I've been doing since coming off of the acetazolamide. Now, it's kind of ironic that I'm doing this today because I'm actually not feeling that great. I actually don't mind actually having the ring light off right now because the light really does hurt when I'm not feeling that great, and so it's kind of nice not to have the ring light on me coming in from this angle here. Overall, I'm feeling actually quite good. I've actually noticed I've had a lot of side effects on the acetazolamide that have just recently come to my attention because I no longer am dealing with a lot of these side effects anymore. The first little bit was definitely really rough. I noticed there was definitely a period of adjustment. And as I said, I really wanted to push through that because you want to know if you're going to be successful with it. Now, I don't know how my eyes are actually doing, but based upon what I'm experiencing, I'm expecting them to be okay. So I'm happy with how I'm feeling and I'm happy with everything. I do wish that the migraines weren't as frequent as what they are, but it doesn't seem that there's really much I can do about that other than what I'm actually doing for migraine treatment. So that's another topic for another time. I want to spend a majority on this video actually about what I've noticed that has changed the most in the time since I last updated you all on this and have been able to push through this. So the symptoms that have changed the most for me, and now what I'm pretty sure were side effects actually of being on the acetazolamide. I'm able to do spins again in my workouts. So I noticed this last week. So occasionally I do try and do spins just to see if I'm able to do them. And this last week, I noticed I didn't get dizzy doing multiple spins in a row. I just happened to have a song where there was a few spins in a row. And I'm like, I'm going to give this a try and see if I experience any side effects. So I did one and I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling anything. So I did it again and I'm just like, oh, yay! And I really wish that you guys could have seen my reaction to this because it was one of the best I have felt in a while. I was so on top of cloud 9 when I realized I could do these spins. Now, you guys might have noticed this actually because when I shared that first shorts video, I actually showed a dance of me doing a spin and you're probably like, I didn't think you could do spins with the condition. You've said this many times, and that was the case up until last week. So this is one of the symptoms that has definitely improved for me. So I'm really, really happy about that. It's really, really exciting because it's another thing that I can add to my workouts. Doing spins is actually a lot of fun when you're dancing. It's something that adds a little bit of flavor to the dances, and the fact that I've had to modify my workouts to that point has been a little bit hard on me. Now, I believe this was a side effect of the medication because this is something that has just gotten better recently. And up until now, I've had to modify my workouts. So I'm pretty sure that this is a side effect that has improved off of being off of the acetazolamide. The only thing is about doing the spins is that I'm still getting a few effects still if I do a lot in a row. And also with how I've been feeling, I wonder sometimes if maybe doing these spins is actually a negative thing with the IIH and migraines. I haven't been feeling well over the past few days since doing my workouts with spins. So I don't know if this is related at all, but I'm going to continue to keep trying to do them because it's something that I can do again. Another thing that I've noticed is that my dizziness is actually much better than it was before. So I'm not quite as dizzy as what I was. Hopefully this is a good sign. One of the reasons why I still am not able to drive actually is because I'm still experiencing dizziness. So although my vision has improved quite a bit, there are still times too when I have double vision. It's mainly when I'm experiencing really bad symptoms like right now, which I talked about earlier in the video, that my double vision will be worse, and I can tell when it's worse because my concentration will be worse. But other than that, if I can get rid of the dizziness to the point where I feel comfortable, I probably will be able to feel comfortable driving again. So that would be awesome to gain back that independence. One of the biggest things that has changed is the amount of energy that I have. Now, this isn't the case like today when I'm experiencing an increase in my symptoms, but when I'm at my baseline now, I actually am able to get through quite a bit. So my energy levels have improved a lot. Now, I remember when I went on the acetazolamide, how much I had to adjust to the fatigue. And looking back now, I'm almost certain this was the medication because this side effect or symptom has improved dramatically. I'm not falling asleep as early in the evening now. I'm actually able to stay awake. Sometimes it's actually too much. I'm going to get into why I think this is actually a negative in a little bit, but having more energy is always a bonus. Now, of course, again, this isn't applicable when I'm experiencing symptoms or a flare-up in symptoms or a migraine, but to have at least a little bit more energy some of the time, it's so nice to have even just a few days a month where I'm able to have a little bit more energy. I think it boosts my feelings and my morale to have the fact that I can have a really, really good day, because when I go down the other road and start experiencing the negative symptoms, I get so frustrated, as I shared in that one short that I did. One of the things I do want to mention, though, that I think is actually really important to mention is that I'm not really noticing a difference in the frequency of my headaches. So what I mean by this is the amount of migraines that I'm experiencing hasn't really changed at all in the past little while. It seems to be very all over the place, except for like that time around my periods. I don't know really what's causing migraines. And so the frequency of the headaches hasn't changed. I know that the reason why I mention this is because I was wondering actually before if some of my headaches and migraines were actually being caused by the acetazolamide. Now, because there isn't much difference in the frequency of my headaches, I'm not sure that this is the case anymore. So whether or not there's a relationship there, I have no idea. I still am having problems occasionally getting in workouts, but this seems to be more related to migraines than to IIH. Now, because my migraine symptoms and IIH symptoms match up, I don't know if I really have a way of telling if I'm experiencing IIH symptoms still or whether this is all migraines now. And I don't know if they'd be able to tell unless they did a lumbar puncture, which I wouldn't agree to that very readily at this point. As I was mentioning, this increase in energy has been an amazing thing to have happen. I have loved the fact that I can actually stay awake now, until 10 or 10:30 at night. But on the other hand, this has also been a negative thing, actually, I think. The reason why I think this has actually been a negative thing is because I have a very strict routine. And as I was saying in my last video where I talked about the effect of weather and migraines and climate and all of that, and the different seasons with migraines, they emphasize the importance of a strict routine with migraines. I've been staying awake too late at night, and then because I'm so used to getting up at around the same time every day, I'm not getting as good of sleep. Now, also, I have been sleeping in a little bit because I've been going to bed a little bit later, and I've also been waking up in the middle of the night too with pain and all of that. I think one of the things I'm going to have to do is actually get a little bit more strict with my sleep schedule and my routine, and just be really, really strict with it. Now that I have a little bit more freedom with my energy levels, I think the reason I've been slipping on this is because I've had to be so strict for so long. So I definitely need to get back into that routine again. The thing is it seems once I get into a period where I'm experiencing a lot of migraines, it's really, really hard to get out of it. I just want to let you guys know that I'm gonna be planning on doing shorts now once a week, every Saturday. I'm hoping to put one of those out, so be on the watch for that. An important thing for March is that I'm not actually going to be doing as many updates in March. So there's going to be, I think, 1 or 2 vlogs besides the middle of the month vlog and then the update at the end of the month. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. If you enjoyed this particular video, please be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you actually help me reach more people with IIH and migraines. Remember that it's completely free, and you also help us raise more awareness for IIH and migraines at the same time. When you're subscribing, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming future content. If you enjoyed this particular video, be sure to give it a like. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.